It's rainy, muddy, and nasty, but I have to get these holes drilled and the concrete poured so I can put that platform on it in the next few days. Let's get to work. So in case you were wondering what happens when you forget to put your pins in on your 3-point, the whole thing just tries to explode when you put pressure on it. Get this re-hooked up, I hope, because that's buried 4 foot down, so this ought to be interesting. Ought to be fun. Now we're going to start setting these tubes, getting them all level all the way across, which is getting, these two will be easy. Those two individually will be easy, but getting them level the long ways is tricky. And of course it's raining, so just another added bit of fun. So this is the highest one, so we're gonna go off of it, get it right. Get that one locked in place. So now, cut this tube off at the correct height here. Well, close enough anyway. Perfect. So now getting level from one end to the other is going to be the interesting part. So we're going to stretch a string across here, very roughly use my torpedo to make it level. Alright, so let's see how easy or hard this is. I'm going to have to cut these two down a little further. Okay, let's cut this one down as well. Double check our work, pretty good. Slide our rope down. Okay, it's pretty darn close. One more to go. Ooh. Now I'm going to double check if these are level together. And if they're pretty close, we're going to roll with it. Actually, perfect. So I got all 4 of those leveled, plumbed up, all that good stuff. So now we got to start mixing concrete, putting it in there. Let's get to it. What a mess. All right, so here's what I've learned. I should have gotten a line level on my string line last time before I did this. We got one from my grandpa. We're gonna double check these and make sure they're at least close. And then I've decided to go ahead and put 2 more posts right in the center of this just for extra support. I should have grabbed one of these the other day when I was doing this, but it was pouring rain in. I just wanted to get it done. And that'll teach me to be lazy. I'll just do it right the first time. Double check our squareness and see how we're looking. Yeah, something moved majorly. I am opened up a lot. Let's see if I can make it work. That's why you always double check before you pour concrete. I'm gonna have to try to pull these concrete piers out of the ground and re-drill the holes. I don't know that I could do that. Well, I just threw a whole monkey wrench in my plans. Okay, let me try to wrap a chain around these and see if I can yank them out of the ground with the tractor or not. If not, we'll have to try to find a new plan here. Okay, let's redo our 3, 4, 5. Get this where it's supposed to go and plug 2 new holes. Hopefully it won't be a major pain in the butt because of these holes that are already existing. Problem I had was I made a trapezoid instead of a rectangle. That causes the problem of then I was outside the footprint of my platform. Therefore, none of this would have worked because it wouldn't have been able to sit on it. So I got to move these in. That one's got to move over like 3 inches. This one has to move over like 12 inches. Replug the holes, or try to, and then try to set those in there plumb and at the right elevation. That'll be the tricky part. Looks like I'm just gonna have to hand dig this one. I think if I break it loose, I can use the auger to pick the dirt up out of there, I hope. Oh, if we get lucky and our elevation's perfect, which I'm sure it won't be. Oh, yeah, way too high. All right, we gotta drop down a bunch. Maybe I can pull it out with the chain right here. Yep, good deal. Okay, we're just a touch high, which I like. I mean, that's perfect there. Tamp that down with the bucket real quick. It's actually perfect, which I don't like. Need a little bit more dirt under it. Perfect. Okay, now I can do what I came down here to do, and that's put the 2 posts in the center of this deal. So I figured out, and I got my layout all done for my holes. I have 2 sticks here. I'm going to drill this one first, undo this string, back up, drill that one. Obviously hitting some rocks. I don't think the post hole digger's going through that. All right, that'll work. The hole's not as deep as I would like, but with there being rocks on the bottom, should be pretty sturdy. And back up and do this other one. Okay, that one went a lot easier, and it's pretty much right where I want it to be. Go ahead and set our sonotubes here. Get our other string set back up. Cut this to height here. I think for these, I'm just going to dump the bags of concrete in it. Half a bag, a little water. Half a bag, a little water. Or a full bag. Oh no, no, not good. Might able to use this one as a sleeve if I'm lucky. Perfect. Save that. That was almost bad. We got all the forming done, all of our piers poured. Everything's laid out perfectly good and square. The next step in the next video will be moving the big deck and flipping it over on top of it. So we'll see you then.